How many times have you opened your closet, stared at rows of clothes, and thought, I have nothing to wear? It's not that you don't own enough, it's that so many pieces just don't feel right anymore. That trendy blouse that looked amazing online, the floral dress you bought for a special occasion that never came, the jeans that promised a perfect fit, still with the tag on. We've all been there. The truth is, there are certain clothes that almost every woman ends up regretting buying. They seem like a good idea at the time. Stylish, flattering, even practical. But later, they become the reason we sigh every morning while getting dressed. In this video, we're cutting through the excuses and talking about the honest truth, the clothes that never live up to their promise, and the real reasons why they don't. Because looking stylish after 50 isn't about owning more. It's about choosing better. Stay with me until the end and you'll learn which pieces to stop wasting your money on and how to finally create a wardrobe that truly makes you feel confident, elegant, and free. Welcome back to Wellness 360, the place where women over 50 rediscover confidence, grace, and timeless style without ever chasing trends again. Here, we talk about real-life fashion, the kind that celebrates who you are right now, not who you used to be, and not who the magazines say you should be. Let's be honest, every woman has fallen for a fashion mistake at some point. Maybe it was that sale item you grabbed because it was 70% off, or that trendy jacket everyone was wearing last year that now feels awkward. Maybe it was something you bought just because someone said, it looks great on you, even though deep down you knew it wasn't really you. We all have those moments, and that's okay. The good news is, once you understand why those clothes don't work, you'll stop repeating the same expensive mistakes. You'll start buying pieces that fit your lifestyle, your body, and your personality, not just your impulse. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which items are silently draining your wardrobe and your confidence. And more importantly, you'll learn how to build a collection that makes getting dressed simple, joyful, and effortlessly chic every single day. Let's start with the biggest culprit behind most of our "what was I thinking?" moments. Trendy clothes. Those pieces that seem irresistible in the moment, flooding your social media feed, filling store racks, and promising instant style. Maybe it's a pair of oversized balloon sleeves, ripped jeans that look cool on 20-somethings, or neon prints that scream for attention. They're fun, exciting, and oh so tempting, until they're not. The problem with trend-driven fashion is that it rarely stands the test of time. What feels modern and stylish today often feels awkward, dated, or even trying too hard just a few months later. Trends move fast, much faster than real life. And when you invest in too many of them, your wardrobe becomes a museum of last season's mistakes. Take Linda, for example, a 62-year-old who once loved keeping up with every new trend. She bought an off-the-shoulder top because it was everywhere one summer. It looked cute in the store, but every time she wore it, she found herself tugging and adjusting it. A year later, it sat at the back of her closet, replaced by another fleeting favorite. She finally realized chasing trends was costing her comfort, money, and confidence. Here's the truth. Trends are designed to make you buy more, not dress better. They play on the fear of missing out or looking outdated. But timeless style has nothing to do with following the crowd. It's about knowing what enhances you, your shape, your coloring, your lifestyle, and what doesn't. Before you fall into the next must-have trap, pause and ask yourself 3 simple questions. Will I still love this next year? Does it truly fit my body and my life, or just a fantasy version of me? Would I buy this if it weren't trending right now? If the answer to any of those is no, walk away. Your future self will thank you. Here's another insight. When you build your wardrobe on timeless pieces instead of trendy ones, something magical happens. Your mornings get easier. Your clothes always feel right. And instead of chasing what's new, you start radiating a quiet kind of confidence, the kind that never goes out of style. So next time you see that viral jacket or influencer-approved dress, take a deep breath. Trends fade, but elegance endures. And speaking of elegance, in the next part, we'll talk about another silent trap that drains your wardrobe. Those amazing deals that aren't so amazing after all. Because sometimes, saving money in the moment ends up costing you far more in the long run. Let's be honest, few things feel as satisfying as finding a great deal. That little red sale tag, the 70% off sign, the last one left sticker, they all trigger the same reaction. I'd be crazy not to buy this. But here's the truth. Most of us learn the hard way. Buying something just because it's cheap almost always ends in regret. We've all done it. You walk into a store with no intention of shopping, then spot a rack of clearance items. Your brain lights up. Maybe I can find a hidden gem. You grab that sequin top marked down from $120 to $29.99, even though you have nowhere to wear it. Or those bright red pants that might look good if you lose a few pounds. You bring them home, hang them up, and never touch them again. Months later, they're still there. Silent reminders that a good deal wasn't really a good decision. Meet Janet, 58. She once filled her closet with discount buys, pieces she didn't truly love but couldn't resist because of the price. It was the thrill of the bargain, she said. But after a while, I realized I had a closet full of clothes that didn't fit my life or my taste. When she calculated what she'd spent on those so-called deals over the years, it was enough to fund an entire luxury capsule wardrobe. The psychology behind it is powerful. Sales make us feel smart, like we've beaten the system. But when you buy something you don't need, that you'll never wear, the only person winning is the retailer. A 70% discount on something useless is still 30% wasted money. So before grabbing that too good to be true offer, try this quick checklist. Would I buy this at full price? If the answer is no, that's your sign. Can I style it with at least 3 things I already own? If not, it won't fit naturally into your wardrobe. Does it make me feel confident the moment I put it on? If you're already making excuses, it's not the right piece. Learning to say no to discounts that don't serve you is one of the most empowering style decisions you'll ever make. Because when you stop chasing deals, you start investing in value, in quality, fit, and pieces that last. The real luxury isn't buying more, it's buying better. Imagine opening your closet and seeing only clothes you love, pieces that fit perfectly and feel like you. That's what happens when you shop intentionally instead of impulsively. And next, we'll talk about another major reason behind wardrobe regret: buying clothes that simply don't suit you. Because sometimes the biggest mistake isn't the price or the trend. It's wearing something that doesn't flatter your shape, your age, or your spirit. Here's an uncomfortable truth. Most of the clothes we regret buying were never wrong in themselves. They were just wrong for us. Maybe they looked amazing on the mannequin, on a friend, or in a magazine. But when we tried them on, something felt off. The color was too harsh, the shape too boxy, the neckline not quite right. And yet, we convinced ourselves it would work somehow. Spoiler alert, it never does. So many women, especially after 50, struggle with clothes that don't fit their real bodies or real lifestyles anymore. We cling to old sizes, old silhouettes, or even old versions of ourselves. We keep buying clothes that match who we used to be, not who we are now. And the result? A closet full of almost right outfits that never make us feel comfortable or confident. Take Ellen, for example. At 61, she still tried to fit into the same style she wore in her 40s, fitted blazers, skinny jeans, and low-cut tops. I wanted to feel young, she admitted, but instead I just felt squeezed and self-conscious. When she finally let go of those pieces and started buying clothes that celebrated her body as it is, not as it was, she felt lighter, both physically and emotionally. The lesson: Fit isn't just about size, it's about harmony. A great outfit doesn't hide your body, it moves with it. The right length, the right cut, the right fabric, these small details make all the difference. If you're unsure whether a piece truly fits you, ask yourself these 3 questions in the fitting room. Do I feel relaxed and confident right now? Or am I trying to convince myself it looks good? Would I wear this tomorrow, not someday? Does it reflect who I am today? My lifestyle, my comfort, my energy? If you hesitate on any of these, it's not your piece. Don't buy clothes hoping you'll grow into them or shrink into them. Clothes should adapt to you, not the other way around. And here's the magic that happens once you start dressing for your real life. Your entire look transforms. You stop fidgeting, tugging, and adjusting. You stop worrying about hiding parts of your body. You start walking taller, smiling more. Because what you're wearing finally feels like you. So the next time you're tempted to buy something that might work, remember this: the wrong fit will always make you doubt yourself, but the right fit will make you forget about clothes altogether and focus on living your life. In the next part, we'll dive into another sneaky wardrobe regret: cheap fabrics and poor quality materials. Because no matter how flattering the cut, nothing ruins your look faster than clothes that wrinkle, cling, or lose shape after one wash. You can tell a high-quality outfit from a low-quality one the moment you touch it. The difference isn't just in the price tag, it's in the fabric, the texture, the way it moves, and the way it makes you feel. Cheap fabrics are one of the biggest silent regrets in any woman's wardrobe. They promise style and savings, but end up looking worn, wrinkled, and unflattering after just a few wears. Maybe you've bought something that looked gorgeous online. The color, the shape, the way the model wore it. But when it arrived, the material felt rough, shiny, or paper thin. You wore it once, maybe twice, and then realized it didn't breathe, didn't drape, and didn't hold its shape. It didn't make you feel elegant. It made you feel uncomfortable. The truth is, cheap fabrics can ruin even the most beautiful design. A perfectly tailored dress loses its charm if the fabric looks artificial or wrinkles easily. A sleek blouse can look tacky if it's too shiny. A structured blazer can lose all sophistication if the material starts to pill or sag after one wash. Good design can't save bad fabric. And that's a lesson every stylish woman learns sooner or later. Take Margaret, a 64-year-old who used to fill her closet with budget buys. She loved the feeling of finding something fashionable for a low price. But she noticed a pattern. Her clothes rarely lasted more than a season. I'd wear something once, and by the next wash, it already looked tired, she said. My outfits always felt a little messy, even when I tried my best to look put together. Eventually, she decided to change her approach, buying fewer items, but choosing natural fibers like cotton, linen, silk, and wool. The result? Her wardrobe instantly looked more polished, and she felt more confident every day. There's also a hidden cost to cheap fabrics. Not just money, but confidence. Clothes made from poor materials can cling, ride up, or make you sweat. They wrinkle easily, lose shape, or fade after a few washes. Every time you wear them, you spend more energy adjusting, fixing, or worrying about how you look. In contrast, when you wear quality fabrics, you stand taller, move freely, and feel at ease because your clothes work with your body, not against it. Here's a quick way to spot quality the next time you shop. The touch test. Gently feel the fabric. High-quality materials feel substantial, not thin, slick, or rough. The wrinkle test. Squeeze a small section in your hand. If it creases deeply and doesn't bounce back, it'll look wrinkled after minutes of wear. The light test. Hold it up to the light. If you can see straight through it, and it's not meant to be sheer, the weave is too thin. The label check. Look for natural fibers: cotton, wool, linen, silk. A small blend is fine, but 100% polyester or acrylic usually signals short-term wear. The seam check. Turn it inside out. Uneven. Stitching. Loose threads or puckered seams mean shortcuts were taken. Another great trick? Listen to the sound of the fabric. Quality textiles move quietly, soft and fluid, while cheap ones make a faint rustling or plastic noise when you move. Now, you don't have to spend a fortune to dress in quality. Many affordable brands use beautiful natural materials. Thrift stores and vintage shops are treasure troves of well-made garments that have stood the test of time. The goal isn't to have a designer label. It's to have clothes that look and feel refined. When you start prioritizing quality over quantity, your style transforms. You stop chasing fast fashion and start curating a wardrobe that lasts. Every piece feels like an investment in yourself, your comfort, your confidence, and your elegance. You might buy less, but you'll wear everything you own with pride. And here's the secret no one tells you. High-quality fabrics don't just make your clothes last longer, they make you look more expensive. They fall better, photograph better, and elevate your presence. A crisp linen shirt, a well-made pair of trousers, or a soft merino sweater can make you look instantly more put together than any trendy outfit ever could. So the next time you're tempted by a cheap blouse or dress that looks good enough, pause for a second. Ask yourself, will this still look beautiful a year from now? Will I feel proud to wear it? If the answer is no, it's not a bargain. It's a future regret waiting to happen. Because in fashion and in life, cheap choices often end up being the most expensive ones. And speaking of costly mistakes, let's talk about one final trap that catches almost every woman at some point, the comparison trap. In the next part, we'll uncover why buying clothes that look good on someone else rarely works for you, and how finding your unique style is the ultimate form of confidence. It starts innocently enough. You see a woman, maybe your friend, your sister, or even a celebrity, wearing something stunning. She looks confident, glowing, effortlessly chic. You think to yourself, if I buy that same outfit, I'll feel like that too. So you do. You order it, try it on, and then reality hits. It doesn't look the same. It doesn't feel the same. And instead of confidence, you feel frustration and disappointment. That's the dangerous power of comparison. We think we're buying a look, but what we're really trying to buy is the feeling that look gave us. The truth is, what flatters her may not flatter you, and that's not a bad thing. It's simply because style is deeply personal. It's connected to your body shape, your coloring, your proportions, your lifestyle, and most importantly, your energy. Think about it. A sleek black turtleneck and leather pants might make one woman look sophisticated and sharp, but on another, they might feel stiff and harsh. A bright floral dress could make one woman look radiant, yet overpower someone else. There's no one-size-fits-all formula in fashion. When you chase someone else's style, you end up losing touch with your own. Diane, 59, learned this lesson the hard way. Her daughter, a 30-year-old interior designer, always dressed in minimalist neutrals, tailored blazers, monochrome sets, gold jewelry. Diane admired that look and tried to recreate it. But every time she wore those structured pieces, she felt restricted, like she was wearing someone else's uniform. It looked elegant on her, she said, but on me it just looked wrong. I felt like I was disappearing. Eventually, she rediscovered her own love for soft fabrics, warm earth tones, and flowy silhouettes. And suddenly, she felt alive again. Once I stopped trying to dress like her, she laughed, people started saying I look 10 years younger. That's the irony of comparison. The more you try to imitate, the more you lose the spark that makes you unique. True style begins the moment you stop copying and start connecting with yourself, your taste, your rhythm. Here's how to break free from the comparison trap and discover a style that's 100% you. Know your body's best features and dress to celebrate them. Instead of focusing on what you wish you could hide, focus on what you love. Maybe it's your neck, your smile, your legs, or your posture. The clothes that highlight those features are your true style allies. Define your lifestyle before defining your look. If you're retired, spend time gardening, traveling, or caring for grandkids, you don't need an office wardrobe. If you love going to brunches or art galleries, invest in pieces that make you feel refined but comfortable. Fashion should serve your life, not the other way around. Find inspiration, but adapt it. It's okay to admire others' styles, but don't copy them directly. Ask, what do I like about this look? Maybe it's the color palette, the fabric, or the confidence it conveys. Then reinterpret it your way, with silhouettes, textures, and tones that feel authentic to you. Listen to your instincts. When you put something on and instantly feel relaxed, that's your body saying yes. If you find yourself fidgeting, adjusting, or questioning it in the mirror, that's a no. Style should feel effortless, not forced. When you start dressing for yourself instead of others, something powerful happens. You stop chasing validation and you start radiating confidence. People notice, not because you're trendy, but because you look comfortable in your own skin. Remember this, elegance isn't about imitation. It's about authenticity. You don't need to look like anyone else to be stylish. You just need to look like you, the woman who knows who she is, what she loves, and what makes her feel good will always look beautiful at any age. So next time you find yourself admiring someone else's outfit, pause and think, what I really love about her look isn't the clothes, it's the confidence. And that confidence, you can't buy it, you build it. One intentional, self-honoring outfit at a time. And now that we've uncovered the biggest wardrobe regrets, from fast fashion trends to discount disasters, bad fits, poor fabrics, and the comparison trap, it's time to shift from regret to renewal. In the next section, we'll talk about how to make peace with your past fashion mistakes and start creating a wardrobe that truly reflects you, one that feels lighter, smarter, and infinitely more elegant. Now that you know the 5 biggest fashion traps that lead to regret, I want to hear from you. Which one have you fallen for the most? The trendy impulse buy, the too good to pass up sale, the wrong fit, cheap fabrics, or the outfit that looked better on someone else? Be honest, we've all been there. Share your story in the comments below because your experience might help another woman avoid the same mistake. If this video gave you a few light bulb moments, don't forget to subscribe to Wellness 360, where we talk about timeless style, real confidence, and how to look elegant at every age. Hit the like button if you found this helpful and share it with a friend who might be cleaning out her closet too. And tell me, would you like me to make a follow-up video on the clothes you'll never regret buying, the smart investments that always look chic? I have a feeling that one's going to be a favorite, because every style mistake is a lesson, and every woman deserves to feel beautiful, confident, and completely herself, no matter what the number on the tag says. Here's the honest truth. Regret is a great teacher, especially when it comes to fashion. Every outfit you bought and never wore, every trend you chased, every bargain that didn't feel like a bargain, it all taught you something valuable about who you are now. You've learned what doesn't serve you, what doesn't fit your life anymore, and most importantly, what no longer deserves space, in your closet or in your mind. The beauty of style after 50 is that it's no longer about impressing anyone. It's about expressing who you are, confidently, gracefully, and without apology. When you let go of the clothes that don't feel like you make room for pieces that do. And suddenly, getting dressed becomes simple, joyful, and even healing. So the next time you shop, remember this. Elegance isn't about perfection. It's about intention. Buy less, but choose well. Touch the fabric, trust your instincts, and wear only what makes you feel like the best version of yourself. That's timeless style. That's freedom. And stay tuned, because in the next video, we're flipping the script. We'll talk about the clothes you'll never regret buying. The investment pieces that make you look polished, elevated, and effortlessly chic year after year. Because your best style chapter isn't behind you. It's just beginning.